Now. Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 6. I'm Nate Myhock. On this Martin Luther King Day, members of King's family and other activists renewed their calls for Congress to pass new protections for voting rights. Democrats plan to vote on 2 voting rights bills this week, but unless something changes, they appear destined to fail. NBC's Chris Pallone reports.
As Washington and the nation pause to commemorate the life and legacy of Martin Luther King Jr., President Biden drew parallels between King's fight for voting rights decades ago and the battle now playing out on Capitol Hill.
Dr. King wasn't just a dreamer of that promise, he was a doer. And on this federal holiday that honors him, it's not just enough to praise him. We must commit to his unfinished work.
To Democrats, that unfinished work is passing voting rights bills now in the Senate.
Don't tell us what you believe in. Show us with your votes. History will be watching.
A federal attempt to counter dozens of state laws passed after the 2020 election, which they contend discriminate against minority voters and limit access to the ballot.
Will we stand against voter suppression? Yes or no? Will we stand against election subversion? Yes or no? I know where I stand.
Republicans stand unified in opposition.
The founders didn't have that vision in mind. They didn't want an autocrat to be able to pull a lever in one place and change all the election laws.
Senate Democrats hope to make a rules change to pass the bills with just a simple majority. But 2 Democrats, Arizona's Kyrsten Sinema and West Virginia's Joe Manchin, say they want to preserve the filibuster, frustrating fellow party members.
We do not allow the filibuster to hold up the budget. So why should the filibuster hold up people's constitutional rights like voting?
Senate debate on the 2 voting rights bills will begin tomorrow. If these 2 bills do fail, the next move in Congress might be to discuss changes to the Electoral Count Act of 1887, which outlines how Congress counts electoral votes. There appears to be bipartisan support to modernize those rules after the last election. In Washington, Chris Pallone, NBC News.
All right, Jeff, had a few flurries out there today and maybe some more on the horizon.
Yeah, a few lake effect snow flurries out there right now. They will not amount to much at all, but there is some more upstream. It's right over here. That's some energy moving our way for tomorrow morning. That will bring us some light snow, and it looks like a 1 to 3 inch snowfall tomorrow morning, generally along and north of Highway 8. All right, so lots of clouds out there now. Will stay with us tonight, and then a couple of flurries as well. But here's tomorrow morning. We're talking about 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. There could be a kind of a heavier burst of snow in here as this pushes off to the east along a cold front. And then back behind that, we're going to really bring in some much colder air for tomorrow night and then also throughout the day on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So the snow is going to look something like this. So some models want to give us closer to 3 inches. It'll likely be a 2 to 3 inch snowfall across parts of the area, generally along and north of Highway 8. So your forecast then going forward, though, temperature-wise, this is going to feel balmy compared with temperatures coming in here for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We're going to hold high temperatures in the single digits then. Our forecast tonight, though, is mostly cloudy skies, a couple of flurries out there with low temperatures down near 12. Your full forecast is coming up. Nate.
Thank you, Jeff. Republican lawmakers around the state are pushing a plan to lower the minimum age to carry a concealed weapon. Currently, a Wisconsin resident needs to be 21 years old before they can apply for a concealed carry permit. The GOP-backed bill would lower the age to 18. However, that bill would not change the federal law, which does not allow anyone between the ages of 18 and 20 to buy a handgun. A major hurdle for the Republican plan could be a veto from Governor Tony Evers. Snowmobilers young and old flocked to the snowmobiling capital of the world today for the 16th annual Wisconsin Military Snowmobile Ride. Last year, there wasn't enough snow on the ground to go for the ride, so they had to go on a bus tour to local museums instead. But with plenty of winter weather, this year's ride took on an added meaning.
Getting the experience of Wisconsin snowmobiling to our service members and veterans alike, and that's been the founding mission of this ride.
100 participants snowmobiled in today's ride to Three Lakes. It's an event that allows first-time riders a chance to fall in love with the sport.
Years ago, there was Colonel Metzger that came on one ride, and the next thing you know, he bought 4 snowmobiles, and he's continued to snowmobile for years after that.
The ride has fostered a community of veterans, active service members, and their families. Moderna's CEO announced today that the vaccine maker is working on a single-shot booster for both COVID-19 and the flu. Stéphane Bancel said he had hoped the company would have a combined vaccine booster ready just to test by the second quarter. Bancel spoke at a virtual panel of the World Economic Forum during a session about the future of COVID-19. Bancel said the company was aiming to make about 2 to 3 billion doses this year, and he hopes to have data from a new vaccine tweaked to address the Omicron variant in March.
Our goal is to be able to have a single annual booster so that we don't have compliance issues where people don't want to get 2 to 3 shots a winter, but they get one dose where we get, a booster for corona and a booster for flu and RSV to make sure that people get their vaccines.
Moderna has been heavily criticized for prioritizing distribution of its COVID-19 vaccines to rich countries. Meanwhile, only a fraction of its supply has gone to poor countries. That info comes from COVAX. And if you do test positive for COVID-19, a few symptoms like breathing troubles or chest pain do require immediate medical attention. However, many people who are infected with COVID have mild symptoms that can be treated at home. Mandy Gaither has more on what doctors say you can do.
It's a cold weather collision. Cases of COVID-19 spreading as flu season's in full swing. If you have mild symptoms of COVID-19, flu, or both, symptoms are similar and can include fever, fatigue, headaches, body aches, and chills, but many can treat themselves at home.
People with milder cases of influenza or COVID should pay attention to staying hydrated, monitor their temperature, monitor their breathing, get some rest, and obviously isolate.
If you have any symptoms of COVID-19, health experts say get tested.
You should assume you are positive and take adequate steps accordingly, and that is to isolate and quarantine until you can get access to a test and know that it's negative.
Call your doctor if you suspect you have either illness, as testing and treatment options can differ, but also be aware of red flags that should send you directly to the emergency room.
If they have severe shortness of breath, confusion, productive cough, meaning bringing up a lot of sputum with coughing, or any other symptom that is causing them distress that they can't take care of themselves at home.
And it's not too late to get your flu and COVID-19 vaccines and boosters if you're eligible. Those offer the best protection against both viruses. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
And rapid at-home tests can come back with a false negative at times. And if you aren't feeling well but the test says you're negative, doctors recommend that you test again with a PCR test. Here in the Northwoods, getting a foot of snow is fairly common, but in other parts of the country, a foot of snow could be very detrimental. And a winter storm is creating a lot of damage across the East Coast. We'll have more on that after Maine Weather with Jeff, right here on Newswatch 12.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
What you see is important. How you see is important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Right now, get 40% off frames with any lens purchase.
The Washington Swamp. Ron Johnson's up to his neck in it. It's no surprise Johnson broke his promise to only serve 2 Senate terms as his net worth doubled in office. Johnson pushed for a new tax loophole for the wealthiest Americans, personally benefited from the tax break, and 2 of his biggest donors pocketed millions. Ron Johnson's deep in the swamp, out for himself, not us. SMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio has designed beautiful and functional kitchens and baths in the Northwoods. When helping plan your dream kitchen or bath with in-home consultation available, they provide 3D drawings of your spaces to bring your visions to life. Owner and designer Sarah has over 25 years of experience, overseen 500 plus projects, and built strong relationships with local contractors providing superior installation. Whether it's a new home or a remodel, Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio in Eagle River looks forward to making your dream kitchen or bath a reality.
Fairway Storage is St. Germain's newest place for all your storage needs. Brand new units available to store your household goods, boats, cars, and seasonal toys. Easy access 24/7 on Highway 70 West St. Germain. Call today for more information.
I deem this National Risk-Taking Day.
You bet your life.
Or it could be Go Down in Flames Day.
Bringing America together.
You want to double your money?
Yeah. To win big.
Weekdays at 1:30 on NBC 12.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Schedule your comprehensive eye exam at shopko.com or bring in your outside prescription.
On average, this is the coldest week of the year around here. Even though we've been gaining daylight for several weeks now, there's a thing called seasonal lag. So the average high being 22, the average low being 3. Look at the sunset earlier at 4:43. All right, so going forward today, slightly above average, right? 24 here in Rhinelander, 26 for parts of Tomahawk. Even a couple low 30s across central Wisconsin. We'll do it again tomorrow briefly, but then dropping temperatures later on through the afternoon. Right now, we're at 23 in Rhinelander, 24 for Leona, 27 for Green Bay. So this is balmy and comfortable compared to what is coming our way, not necessarily tomorrow, but more so tomorrow night and then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, as there is just a lot of cold air right there. You see it. It's just across Lake Superior. Cold front is going to come through tomorrow evening, tap into that cold air, and it's going to stay with us for a while, pretty much most of this week. So here we are. Tomorrow's the warm day at 27, and then 8 on Wednesday, 2 for Thursday, 9 for Friday, a heat wave on Saturday with 16, and then right back down. So overall, yeah, well below average temperatures after tomorrow, with some lows on Thursday morning approaching 20 below zero. We don't do that very often. That, of course, can be dangerous. Looking outside now, we're still building lots of ice on the Great Lakes. Here's the Mackinac Bridge. Lots of ice underneath it right now. Last week, ice coverage on the Great Lakes about 11% or up to 15% now, which is still behind the averages. But overall, we are building lots of ice. We're going to build lots of ice this week. All right, so some clouds out there today and a couple rays of sunshine got through. Not many, though. Overall, the view from space, 22,000 miles up, shows lots of clouds across the area and some lake effect or lake enhanced snow flurries out there too. A couple of these have been a little aggressive today across the UP. They'll likely continue for a few more hours tonight as we have a frontal system in the area and a northeast breeze. That's giving us that lake effect or lake enhanced snow. But that's not the main event. The main event's actually over here. It doesn't look like much and it's not really too much, but it has a little bit of moisture with it, a little bit of energy with it. That's going to ride right into far northern Wisconsin tomorrow morning and bring us some snow. So here's the surface map and high pressure right there. That's what's in charge or will be tomorrow afternoon and evening. But that's a very cold one. Until then, though, this storm track is kind of right over us. And we're going to have low pressure number 1 moving through tomorrow. Low number 2, that's going to come through on Saturday. So overall, there are a few snow chances in the 7-day forecast. A far cry from what we had last week, basically no snow, right? So going forward, Futurecast shows the clouds out there tonight and a couple of snow flurries. Now by tomorrow morning, 9:30 or so, look for that snow generally along and north of Highway 8. There could be a burst of heavier snow in here. Be ready for that if you're out traveling tomorrow morning. That quickly gets out of here by afternoon. And then tomorrow evening, 7 o'clock or so, the front's going to come through, shift the wind out of the northwest, kick up some lake enhanced snow off Lake Superior. And a few of these on Wednesday could be really aggressive up near Houghton in the UP with several inches of snow expected there on Wednesday. All right, for us though, the synoptic snow or system snow looks something like this. So widespread 1, 2, even 3 inches of snow. The further north you go, the more snow you're going to get. South of, say, Highway 29, basically no snow at all with this one. Our forecast then tonight, though, is lots of clouds out there, a couple of flurries in there too, with the low temperatures down near 12 and a calm wind after midnight for tomorrow. It's Tuesday already. All right, so lots of changes tomorrow. Cloudy and breezy. Light snow in the morning, changing into this a windy kind of afternoon or breezy afternoon after high temperatures near 27, but falling later in the day on a southeast wind shifting out of the northwest. It could gust near 25 miles per hour or so. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwest Furniture and Mattress shows that light snow tomorrow, a 1, 2, or 3 incher along and north of Highway 8. Lake enhanced snow on Wednesday could be heavy up in the UP. And then Thursday, Friday, high temperatures near 9 and 2. And then our next chance for snow gets in here on Saturday with a high of 16. Nate.
Thank you, Jeff. A dangerous winter storm has been causing chaos across the East Coast. Kristen Wynn is tracking the damage it's already caused and the threatening conditions that millions are still bracing for.
Across the eastern United States, a powerful winter storm putting millions of people on high alert. The Northeast bracing for icy conditions where up to a foot of snow could fall in places like Pittsburgh and Buffalo. At one point on Monday, more than 215,000 homes and businesses were without power. Freezing rain in some spots also a factor.
Whether we get out or not tomorrow is still up in the air.
In the Southeast, wintry conditions contributed to the cancellation of at least 4,300 flights across the country since Sunday. Passengers at Charlotte Douglas International Airport among those most impacted by the storm as airlines struggle to recover.
American Airlines rebooked us now 4 different times for canceled planes. And as a result, we've stayed here Saturday night, and we will be here again Sunday night.
Strong winds and heavy rain Monday could also lead to coastal flooding from Virginia to Maine. This after at least 2 tornadoes struck southwest Florida Sunday morning, destroying dozens of homes.
This terrible, fierce storm came through here, and I got trapped. It lifted me off my feet.
And as the storm continues to push through, officials are pleading with people in hard-hit areas to stay home.
If you hadn't already, now is the time to get prepared. This storm's a menace.
Conditions will improve throughout the South and Mid-Atlantic as temperatures rise, but cold air behind the storm will leave much of the Northeast in a deep freeze until Wednesday. In Washington, I'm Chris Wynn.
Temperatures have been very cold the last couple of weeks, but even with the negative temps, Lake Superior hasn't seen much ice this season. We'll break that all down after the break.
Need a lift? Get back on your feet with a lift chair from Mall Furniture. Recline, lay flat, massage, lift. Mall has a huge selection from top name brands, all available to take home today. Mall Furniture, Marshfield, Wisconsin.
It's Furlow's New Year, New You sale. Get incredible savings on mattresses made just for you. Plus, save up to $2,000 when you upgrade your base. Furlow mattresses offer long-lasting craftsmanship that's backed with our lifetime comfort guarantee. Wake up. Sleep better. Furlow.
What are you doing?
Dude, I'm so excited. I just can't wait for summer.
Can't wait to get on the water? Then get to Wisconsin's biggest boat and pontoon showroom at American Marine and Motorsports in Shawano. We have more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else, and we have the biggest and best deals, guaranteed by at least $500. Don't get left out in the cold. Get the most out of your weekends this year with American Marine and Motorsports Shawano.
Hi, my name's Chad. I went and saw a neurologist and had several MRIs, and they found out that I had spinal neuropathy. The neurologist at the hospital decided that the only treatment was medication. I didn't find that acceptable, so I called Spinal Aid to get a free consultation. After working with Spinal Aid, I'm able to walk, I'm able to sleep, I have balance, my overall comfort of life is 100% better.
Are you experiencing weakness, numbness, and/or pain in your feet or hands? These sensations might even be affecting other areas of your body along with your balance. You might have already been diagnosed with peripheral neuropathy and are taking drugs such as Lyrica, gabapentin, or Cymbalta that never seems to help. Neuropathy pain ultimately diminishes your quality of life. The Spinal Aid Center of Wausau can help relieve the symptoms of your neuropathy. Call Spinal Aid of Wausau today to see if our treatment methods are right for you. Call 715-203-1508 to schedule your neuropathy severity consultation.
There's only one place to turn for your Northwood sports highlights, analysis, and more. Sports Watch 12 with Nate Myhawk and Griffin Stroing. Miss any of the action? Go to WJFW.com to relive the excitement. Sports Watch 12.
Need a new mattress? Come see the huge Comfort Sleep Gallery at Mall Furniture in Marshfield. Choose from all sizes and firmness. Two-sided, flippable, and made in Wisconsin. Need adjustable bed? Everything is in stock and ready for immediate purchase at Mall Furniture Marshfield.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
The month of January is nearly halfway over, and we've already seen bitterly cold temperatures. However, ice on Lake Superior has been very hard to find. Bo Fogel reports.
The month of January is nearly halfway over, and we've seen bitter cold temperatures. Now, despite that, the ice on Lake Superior is hard to find.
Last year is much warmer, but this year is still warm.
Ice climatologist Dr. Gia Wayne says water temperatures are about 2 to 3 degrees warmer than average in Fahrenheit. That makes it challenging for water to convert to ice since water is denser. Dr. Wayne says previous seasons can play a role in that.
Because the impact, the lasting impact from last year's low ice cover and turned to be warmer summer water temperature. The warmer summer temperature extend all the way to now.
Right now, 7% of Lake Superior has surface ice, and while that's below average, it is above last year's 2% coverage. For Jared Houston, who owns Houston's Guide Service, the lack of ice can have an impact on his business. His first fishing tours are this weekend, and he says that's later than normal.
We're doing guide trips around New Year's, so I mean, in essence, we're only lacking behind a couple weeks.
While we are well below normal for ice coverage, experts say there is still hope more of Lake Superior will freeze over in the coming months.
However, the winter is not over yet, and we are going to update our prediction, I think in 2 days.
At Hardee's, there's so many tongue-teasing, wallet-pleasing ways to enjoy our new $5 meal deals. Whether it's hand-breaded chicken tenders or the big cheeseburger with fries and a drink. Woo! Go ahead and treat yourself to the new $5 meal deals at Hardee's. Feed your happy.
There's no telling what's in store with Wisconsin Lottery scratch games. It's Candy Blast, the sweet new $3 game that's chock full of fun. Use your symbols to match and reveal an entire game. Win up to $30,000. Instant scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. Odds are you'll like them.
I'm a Ganiac, check my drawers. My clothes smell so much fresher than before. Yeah. I'm a Ganiac, check my drawers. It's a freshness like I've never smelled before.
One sniff of Gain Flings and you'll be a Ganiac too. The only detergent with OxyBoost and Febreze.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basement-y company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basement-y in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
Drop the attitude and apologize.
No.
Okay, you're grounded.
Great.
Give me your phone.
Fine.
You want to keep going? You like your bed? Lord, give me the strength.
New Kenan tonight on NBC.
Wrecking Ball! Yeah!
The biggest laughs come from the smallest songs.
Tiny dancer Elton John.
What? We are far too black to know the words.
New That's My Jam tonight on NBC.
Don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself. Whether it's the original hot ham and cheese, 3-piece hand-breaded chicken tenders, or the big cheeseburger with fries and a drink. Choose your flavor with the $5 meal deals at Hardee's and feed your happy.
All right, Jeff, you were telling me about your snowmobiling trip this
Saturday.
weekend, which sounded really fun. Don't get me wrong, but I was also wondering, you have a dog at home, Theo.
Mm-hmm.
What did he get up to
Well, I
this
took
weekend?
Theo to the Ice Castle on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Where he
So
met
he
a
had a
lot
little
of
fun.
viewers at the Ice Castle and said hi to lots of people, took lots of pictures. Of
course.
But he did not go hit the trails on Saturday. I spent 8 hours on the trails on Saturday, and they were fantastic. So if you're watching us online from Chicago or Milwaukee, come on up here because the trails are fantastic right now. All right, let's check on the weather. Are they going to stay fantastic? The answer is yes, because We have well below freezing temperatures in the extended forecast and a little bit of snow in the forecast. Maybe a 1 to 2 or 3 inch snowfall beginning tomorrow morning, generally along and north of Highway 8. But then take a look at this. Okay, so this is gonna work a number on your heating bills because look at Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, high temperatures in the single digits with lows Thursday night could approach 20 below. That's getting into dangerous territory, as you know.
Yeah, thank you for that because I just remembered I have to pay my
heating bill
tomorrow. Yeah,
okay.
so I appreciate it. Thank you, Jeff. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here tonight at 10.